Hey folks, Chef Cutting here. I want to talk to you about my silicone ice pop makers. Yeah. Listen, I'm going to do a really good recipe for you, not just for you, but for kids too. Both of you can really enjoy this recipe. And what it's called is my fruit yogurt push-ups. And so we're going to make the concoction in my test kitchen right over there. And we'll go ahead and put it in the freezer. And then tomorrow, we'll go over there and check it out. But you don't have to wait till tomorrow because you get to see it today. So let's get my test kitchen. Let's get started and I'll show you how to make those yogurt fruit push-ups. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to get started in making our ice pops with fruit and yogurt. And this is a really great recipe because it's healthy, it's nutritious, and the kids are going to love it, and so will you. So of course we're going to be using our silicone ice pop makers, and we're going to get these started by taking 1 cup of fresh blueberries, 1 cup of fresh coconut yogurt. Now I've got coconut yogurt here. You could also use Greek yogurt, or you could use grass-fed milk yogurt, but I'm using the coconut yogurt because it makes a better flavor for me. Sliced bananas, raw honey, and 1 cup of water. Now I'm going to go ahead and use one of these mixers, okay? If you don't have a mixer like this, you can use a NutriBullet, or you could use a blender, and you could even use a whisk if you have a strong arm, because you will need to blend the blueberries and bananas just a little. But with the aid of that water, you could really do it by hand if you absolutely had to. So let's start getting started here with making our pops. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the water and the yogurt into the blender. And then we're going to follow it up with the honey, and then we'll do the last of the fruit. So let's get started. Okay, I've put the yogurt in. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the honey in there. And then finally I'm going to go ahead and put the water in there now. Awesome. Now we're going to blend it. Okay, I have all the ingredients in, so now I'm going to go ahead and turn my blender on. And I'm just going to be on a low blend here until everything mixes well. Okay, now that it's blended enough, you're going to go ahead and turn it off. You're going to go ahead and take the lid off, and you're going to add the fruit. There we go. And add the bananas. Okay, now this is the trick. You don't want to do this for very long. You want there to be little chunks. Why do I say that? Because texture in this is really important. You don't want to liquefy this, because if you liquefy it, then it's just going to be a colored pop. Having pieces in it makes it a lot more enjoyable to eat, especially because there's not a lot of sugar in this, and you want there to be a wholesome feel to it. However, if you do want to puree it, that's totally up to you. But my advice would be to just pulse it like this. And that's it. Now if you wanted to puree it, then puree it for a longer amount, and then you'll just have a purple pop. Alright, let's get to portioning these pops. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mixture here, this wonderful, wonderful elixir, and I'm going to pour it into my vehicle here, which is my pop, and I'm going to place the lid on the top and place it in the freezer. So here we go. So what I've done now is I've poured it just about, I would say, 1 inch from the top. You should do that in all of them. And then I'm going to place the lid on the top and place it in the freezer. Now when you place the lid on the top, you're going to feel it kind of fill with air a little, and you're also going to feel like a vacuum escaped when you press the top of it in. That's totally normal. That's how the liquid keeps the lid in place. So even if it goes on its side, as you can see here, the lid won't come off. So this is a really cool thing about this awesome silicone pop maker. And we're going to put this now in the freezer and let it sit there now for approximately 8 hours. All right, so now I'm going to put it in the freezer, and we're going to wait our 8 hours. And there he goes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have our moment in truth here. Here is our popsicle pudding pop. Oh boy, this look awesome. It really is. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That right there is a vision come true. A healthy, full of goodness, excellent fruit dessert in a wonderful pop ready for you to enjoy on this hot summer day. And don't forget, the only thing that can manufacture this kind of goodness is our silicone pudding pops with your healthy ideas. Full of nutrition, full of goodness, and made of nature, you've just created a dessert that your kids are going to love and you're going to love because it's so healthy. Bon appetit.